Hey Virgo, welcome back to Divinity Gems. Getting out your reading for October 15th through the 21st. Running this morning. Don't you run out of here and run to work. Going to do Virgo first before I get out of here, and then we will finish up the earth and water signs later today. I want to take those using the Egyptian Brotherhood of Light, Egyptian Tarot. A flipper. I ain't gonna take it though. Let's say I wasn't in thought. I'm gonna take that one because it's really wanting to bring your cards out. So I'm gonna keep them. Really is gonna bring your cards out. Nobody else's did it pull out like that. I had to pull now. Yeah, yours won't come out. Might as well get that ninth one there. All your cards flipped out. We're going to keep that one on deck. Queen of Pentacles. It's the bottom of the deck. Queen of Coins in this deck. She's my yacht. She is stable. She is balanced. She's got those scales. It is a Libra energy, surprisingly. In this deck, it is very non-traditional. So they got some different things going on than the traditional deck as I'm used to, meaning-wise. Especially the sign in the corner. Them putting the sign in the corner let me know what energy they want the card to. And this is definitely Libra with that scale in her hand as well, which we don't think of her as the Queen of Pentacles. We think of Libra as the Queen of Swords. In this deck, this is about a Libra energy, which is a balancing. And we just did come through that new moon Libra. Starting some new adventures in areas that were not balanced in our lives, making them balanced, bringing justice to some things that was not just. So any place that we felt like we didn't have fairness in our lives, that was being addressed. All right, this is the Chariot moving, first row. Got the Chariot moving. There's a choice, there's a decision, two opinions down here to me, but the Chariot is moving. And it's moving towards the decision being made with the Two of Pentacles. So it's juggling between two decisions. And so you're moving towards one of those decisions. 10 of Pentacles being in reverse, 10 of Coins. I feel like you're moving towards the one that feels more stable. You're moving towards the one that feels more stable. Second row, 8 of Wands. Scepters. 8 of Wands to me is always insight and movement in one direction. This has an Aries, Sagittarius feel to it. So fire, movement, power, business ventures, work related, anything like that. You're going to have insight on it. You're going to have knowledge on it. You're going to have knowing on it. You're going to have power behind it. Coming with the Hangman, maybe you have to change your perception on something. This is not the Lover's card, but it is definitely a love card. Very interesting. All the arcanas are a little bit different in this deck as well. So you've got the Hangman out. Hangman is always the Hangman. He is upside down. It's not hard to figure out. He's changing his perception or trying to see something differently. And I feel like that one thing is love related. This is not the Lover's card, though. You know, the Lover's card is 6. This is not the Lover's card. Let me see what they did to this arcana in this deck. This is the Sun card. I should have caught that. This is the Sun card. This is the Sun card. This is about happiness, but the Sun card does involve physical happiness, which is usually love related. Physical happiness, changing your perception. Okay. So now we got insight, There's Leo. I should have known it was Leo up there. Should have insight, change your perception, and being willing to see the other person's side. Sometimes that's Pisces energy up there on the hangman. But full power on it. What it is you want. Full power on it. Once you see it from a different angle, where you didn't see it as happiness and fulfillment, you're going to now see something differently as happiness and fulfillment. Bottom row. This one throws me because it's not a traditional card as well. This is the materialist, they call him. Kind of reminds me of the Fool card, but not quite, because he's got the bag on his back like the Fool usually has when he's ready to step out and leave and just take off on a venture towards what it is he desires. The materialist, though, is a little different. Spirituality, it really wants addressed on this card. It says in the intellectual world, 22 is atheism, and 0 will be devotion to religion or the stars. In the physical world, 22 is materialism, and 0 is ceaseless cooperation and the furtherance of God's great plan. Different. Put next to the King of Wands. There is power behind it. It is whatever you decided you wanted, whatever you decided you kind of wanted to move towards. But it's maybe about wanting something deeper with the things you desire. I feel like that. I feel like wanting something deeper. Wanting to go towards something with more meaning, that will bring more meaning, more fulfillment in your life. And then finishing out that row with the 6 of Swords. This is clarity. This is clarity. So understanding, I feel like you are, Virgo, wanting to move towards something that is going to bring you happiness. The Chariot is moving. You had a decision to make. And I feel like you were trying to go and make the better decision, go towards what was more stable, what felt better for you. But you weren't sure, because you like to be sure. And you're a Virgo. You do go back and forth like this in your head, trying to make sure you don't make the bad decision. But you try to figure this one out from a lot of different perspectives, from different angles. You try to see, weighing out pros and cons, what would be best for you between these two choices. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it was love-related choice or happiness overall, but as this card depicts, a romantic choice when it comes to happiness. Moving towards it, though you're not sure. Wanting to move towards it, though you're not sure. Some insecurities around there, but you're still going to move. You're still going to move. In both of these cards, there's movement. There's movement and power. And power. And then finally end them with clarity. Don't forget that Queen of Pentacles was at the bottom as well. It's, to me, supreme stability. And I have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We'll pull a couple of clarifiers from the... All right, we good on time. Good on time. I got to get out of here. Couple of clarifiers. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles is accumulation. So this is what you want and to build up. That's going to be, whatever this decision is going to have to be something that brings you more stability into your life. Something that enhances. Not sure about it, though. The choice wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. You're kind of back and forth still, Virgo, in your head about it. Overall outcome. Ooh, overall outcome. Now, you about to make an offer, or this person that you wanted to make an offer to you may make an offer to you, but I feel like this is you, Virgo, going to make an offer. You're coming out as a page. You're coming out. At least you're coming out. But you're coming out as a page, and you see the page. There's fish in this cup. There's a fish in his cup, and the way it comes out may not be as smooth as you want it to come out when it's the page of cups. It comes out, but it doesn't come out just real smooth. Maybe this was something you tried to work on in the past, but it didn't work. So maybe this was an offer you attempted to make before. There's a tower moment coming, though, for this to play out how it should. Because if you go back and forth, sometimes you confuse yourself out of just doing anything. Page of Swords. It's going to be some communication about your feelings. Something that may have had you up thinking about it at night. Something that may have had you constantly thinking about it. And yeah, it was something that maybe you had before and you lost. And now you are attempting to step back out there again and try to logically say, well, that was what made me happy. So I want to go towards that again. Because nothing else is making you happy. Feel like that's why you want to move towards something new, and you're rethinking it because what you thought was going to make you happy didn't make you happy. And maybe now you're considering, as the Hangman is looking at it again from a different angle, you're considering what did make you happy and wanting to decide and how to move towards that again, or how to make that offer. But it's coming out as a page, the offer and the communication. Because yeah, this was something you worked on, and you're just wondering if it's going to return you some results. You put enough work into it. Put one more clarifier. Get your black moon. And wrap your reading up, Virgo. That's how I'm seeing this energy. It's reading pretty clear for me. 10 of Cups. I think you realize that your mental is attached to your happiness, Virgo. See, as carrying those 5 swords, was carrying 3 of them and 2 of them are in the ground. 3 of swords is doubt. No, actually, he's carrying, this is a 7 of swords. So he's carrying 5. That's where I got that from. So he's carrying a 5, which is the conflict. 2 of them are there. 2 of swords is the choice. 5 of swords is the conflict. So he's carrying the conflict, the fear, the stress. And that was pulling you away from your 10 of Cups. But now I think you are working hard to figure it out mentally. What is the best for you stable-wise, so that you can get to your 10 of Cups moment. That's what's going on this week for you, Virgo. There is a choice to be made still, though. But once that insight comes, it's just going to be very clear what the logical choice is. You ain't going to see how you missed it in the first place. Like, how did I not know this in the first place? It was so crystal clear. But when we're in that moment, nothing is crystal clear until we receive the clarity. Then everything is all of a sudden crystal clear. Let's get your black moon for the week, Virgo. I'll take that one. It might come back out. Let's see. Virgo astrology for the week. All right. Saturn. Truth. This is what it's about for you, Virgo. Getting down to the truth. Your truth. And standing on it. Standing on your truth. What do you want? What makes you happy? What don't you want? What doesn't make you happy? And being willing to accept that and go after that. In truth, what is going to make you happy? What things don't you want to repeat? And moving towards and away from those things that you know don't work for you. So why are we trying those things again? We're moving those things away from you and moving towards what does make you happy, with that Sun card being out. Standing in your truth allows you to honestly state what it is that's going to make you happy and then go after those things. with no fear, because it is your truth. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you lived in your truth by at least making the offer or saying it. It's really what I get for you overall, that decision has been having you in your head a whole lot, Virgo. But at the end of this, you're trying to figure out what is going to make you the happiest, and you're going to get there. At the end of it, you're going to make a decision. It's going to be very clear to you at the end of this what's going to make you happy. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed your reading. If you need to book a personal, it is below in the description box, my website. Thank you for watching. Until next time.